Hello, everybody. We're going to be having a little chat today regarding homeschooling. Of course, what else is there? I mean, there's other things we could chat about, but on our channel, a lot of what you're going to see will revolve around homeschooling because that's such a big part of our life. Maybe I shouldn't sit in the rocking chair. Maybe I'll make you guys sick if I do that. Let's see if I should sit here. There we go. Okay, so regarding homeschooling, specifically today we're going to chat about why you would feel confident in starting homeschool, or how to feel confident in beginning homeschool, I should say. I'm going to let the light come this way so that you can see better. I don't break a chair. So, there are a lot of reasons why we begin homeschooling, right? Some people start homeschooling because the system doesn't work for their kid. Sometimes you start homeschooling because you have health issues. Maybe you are homeschooling because your student isn't getting along with the teachers. Maybe you just feel pulled to homeschool because you're being fed content like this and you say, why not? Let's try it. Which, if you're doing that, that's so rad. I have to say. But regardless of your why, let's talk about how you can homeschool. And let's talk about the ideas to just shove out of your brain when it comes to maybe why you can't homeschool, okay? So we're going to talk about those today. So first off, how can you begin homeschooling when maybe you're like me, where you grew up in the public system and your whole life has been someone telling you how to school and what to learn in school and what curriculums to use and blah, blah, blah. And thinking about doing it on your own just feels super overwhelming, right? I remember that feeling. I thought, like, there's no way I'm going to switch curriculums once I get going. I'm just going to stick with one thing. And I thought, this is what we're going to do every day, because thinking about changing it up felt so overwhelming. And even just thinking about teaching all my kids by myself felt so daunting and scary. And you know what's so silly about that? Please know that is so scary, to think that you can't teach your child the things that you are already teaching them every day. Odds are you didn't send your 3 or 4-year-old to some preschool to begin learning their ABCs. Where did that start? It probably started in your home, from a book, from songs you were singing with your kids on your lap. It probably started from you. And you don't even realize it, because you are fed the lie that you cannot teach your child. You are not capable of doing it, right? You were probably fed that lie. And still so many people today are. There's a reason why when we were growing up we thought it was so weird that children would just learn in their homes from their parents, and how they wouldn't learn from some scholarly, educated person from a university. Well, guess what? A lot of these people that are educated at universities are being fed garbage, okay? I hate to break it to you, but you can go study and go look at the formats and look at the curriculums that these college students are being fed, and then maybe you'll second guess looking at your own life experience and your own credentials, okay? I'm going to give you an example. We were talking about chemistry, my husband and I. And he said, well, what are you going to do when they start learning about subjects like that? And I said, well, I'm going to do what I do right now. I'll outsource where needed, and I'll learn right alongside them. The experience doesn't change. What needs to change is maybe the modalities you're using, but the mind shift needs to stay the same. There is not someone more qualified than you to teach your child. There is not. There might be a professor who knows more than you in some subject because perhaps they've studied it longer than you have, but are they more qualified than you are to teach your child? Let's really hone in on that for a second. Why would another human being who has never been around your child, who knows nothing about the life experiences that your child has had, who knows nothing about the difficulties that perhaps your child has in certain subjects, who knows nothing about the successes that your child has with certain learning modalities or with certain language even. There's so many ways that we're able to specialize the learning of our child just because we're their moms or their dads, we're their parents, and we know them better than anybody else. If we're doing our jobs as parents, the hope is that you know your child better than any other adult. I hope so. Am I saying that your child shouldn't have relationships with other adults? Oh, I'm going to be completely honest. That just sounds really weird coming out. It's good for your children to have healthy relationships with other human beings. Okay? Period. It's a good idea. But when it comes to it, at the end of the day, and I don't have teens yet, but I'll tell you right now, I remember being a teen. I didn't want to tell my mom and dad everything. And I wasn't about to tell my best friend's mom and dad everything either. Okay? But I do remember that perhaps during that stage, I wasn't about to divulge everything about my life to my parents. And that's okay because I think that, again, that is a life stage and that's just kind of expected out of teens. But when it comes to learning, that doesn't mean that some stranger is going to be able to reach your child and educate your child in a better way than you can. And honestly, a lot of kids maybe don't want to be chemists. By the time that a child is 14 and they're exploring their interests a little bit more thoroughly, there's a good chance that your child doesn't want to be the world's greatest scientist. And you've probably had, if you've been spending time with your kid and not just pumping them out to every other resource after school, if you're a public school parent, odds are you know the interests of your child. Odds are you know if they have a propensity to like one thing over the other. And odds are your child may study one thing and not end up doing that forever. There's a lot of people in the world today who start one career and don't stick with that career. Whether they're a scientist, whether they're a businessman, whether they're into marketing. There's so many career paths and a lot of people in today's world. Do they stick with one? No. We kind of all seem ADD when it comes to that, don't we? Like, so many people switch their career paths. So to think that a child needs to sit there for years and years and years and study chemistry when they have no interest in it and they know they won't want to be studying that in their lives, it seems and it is a huge waste of time. And it's a huge waste of that child's capability to explore their talents and explore their gifts that they were given. So just putting that out there. But where do you start and how do you start? Where you start is you bring your child home. If you're feeling the need or you're truly pondering that over and over again and it's on your heart, do it. Why are you waiting any longer? Because of your inhibitions, because you're scared, because people have been feeding you the jargon that we can't. Throw it all away, push it all away. You get one life to live. And if you're feeling that inside of you, step up and do something about it. And I'm here to encourage you in that because I know that you can. If you're a caring parent, then you can make it happen. All right, that's it for today. I hope everybody has a great week. This is Sunday, and Sunday's always a great day to recollect and reset my thoughts and refocus on what's important, I'm going to go spend some time with the kids, go get some dinner started, and do my motherly duties before I go over to the event center. I posted a video on the event center that we're beginning, but it's also going to be the headquarters for our cooperative, our nonprofit. Just a lot of exciting things happening our way, but I still want to be able to encourage people in their path. So you'll be seeing more of me here doing exactly that. I love you guys, and I'm cheering you on. Have a good day, okay?